Thank you for joining us for another edition of the Rizzo Nation podcast. I'm D. Rizzo.
I'm Parise Williams.
Jerome Lane within the lane.
Maurice Wright.
All right. And we're going to have a couple of different topics that we're going over today. The one thing that is out there, the firestorm with Gayle King and the Lisa Leslie interview. We had an opportunity to view the interview, and Gayle King basically is stating her network sent out some clips here, and kind of there was some misinterpretation. The full story was not given via the interview, or I'm sorry, the excerpts that they put out there. As we know, supposedly she's received death threats. Oprah's come on and talking about, save my friend. Snoop Dogg came at her. 50, of course. 50 was going to be involved. Even America's dad, Bill Cosby's tweeting from jail. So, hey, I don't know if y'all saw, but they said Oprah's dry snitching, talking about Bill is tweeting
From jail. Yeah, that was cold.
That's crazy. So what's happening here? Fellas, we got a question about what was said. Did she say anything wrong? Did she ask any questions incorrectly? What are we dealing with here with Gayle King?
Well, I believe personally that she was out of pocket. I think that she shouldn't have came after him like that. The man is dead.
Right.
He's died with his daughter, and everybody know the situation, so I need to go into that. But I just think that she was out of pocket. If she had 15, 16 years since that incident happened, maybe longer than that, 20 years ago.
03 it happened.
Yeah. Right. So she should have came. She had all that time to go after Kobe. You gonna go after him now? That he passed away. It's just, to me, was totally terrible.
Okay.
I mean, go ahead,
Ron. What you got? I want to hear your thoughts.
Well, I'm just saying everything she said it was sounded like it was true. Everybody just got an uproar because she said it because he was dead, and she could have asked him them questions years ago. But ain't that what interviews do? Ain't that what you're supposed to do when you interview? Is hit people in the heart with questions? Ask your questions. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, and I have no problem, I guess, as an interviewer asking those type of questions. I think the problem came for me is there was almost like a resistance to the answers that Lisa provided. So Lisa answered. Gayle said, I'm going to dig a little more, disregard the sensitivity of the subject.
Well, Lisa handled it real well.
That's what I'm saying.
She asked 3 times about the incident.
Right.
And she was pressed it. She pressed the issue. Lisa said, hey, basically, I didn't see him do anything. When we went out to go kick it and do things we partied with, she said, I partied with other NBA ball players and athletes. Those guys are super aggressive. It's been guys that she's partied with. Maybe ask Lisa, hey, can you go get this, go get this girl for me, or go holler at this girl for me. He said Kobe was always mild mannered. She know him more than most.
Right.
And for her to come out and continue to press the issue about this man, past incidences right now. You could do that interview anytime.
Anytime.
So what's your opinion, Sean? I see you over there.
we waiting on you.
No, I my question is, I agree to a point that the timing the timing was inappropriate. I agree with you, but do you think? First off, Gayle King is she's a media hawk. If she wasn't gonna ask this question, somebody else was.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's part of it. Number one.
Okay.
Number two, Lisa was his friend. Now, if she did see him do something inappropriate, you think she was going to say anything about it, especially after his death? She was going to paint him as, he went to church every Sunday, and so why would she? So it's different ways. maybe he wasn't the person that, maybe he was this or that, but she wasn't gonna say it. So you don't know what the truth is.
My thing is, as far as the agenda, what was her purpose of doing this interview, or even doing the interview? What's her purpose? Gayle's purpose of who? To me, she was sent.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
She was sent because she trying to play the role now. Oprah crying on the View or whatever channel that was. Oprah was crying and saying they giving her death threats. This and that. Gayle, the black. If you talking about the black agenda, If you come in and your purpose is the black agenda, why are you coming so hard for her like that? Coming for him like that.
First off, Oprah's a billionaire. And if Gayle is not a billionaire, she's a millionaire, definitely. She just signed another big contract with CBS. She ain't worried about no death threats. Are you serious?
She's complaining about it.
Oh please, she's saying that for the people.
Yeah, I'm not believe if she's considering death threats, that's Snoop Dogg saying he's gonna come after her. That's not ain't nobody else.
Okay.
She ain't no. She come on, man.
But they sitting back laughing at all this free publicity.
Well, I mean, like I said, is this for the black agenda or is this for another agenda?
No,
because like I said, they didn't. What's her purpose? Her purpose is to come down from people, from the people of the powers to be, to make this known, or because the black agenda is like, hey, you need to respect us. As far as you're gonna send, how it is, they're gonna send somebody your kind. What is that old term? All that's your kind ain't your kind.
Right. My only thing is, I guess my only problem with this whole thing is I would rather there be consistency. If you supposedly go after Kobe, then if you interview like someone for Weinstein just be consistent. But I'm not saying that she did her job.
Well, they got pictures of Oprah kissing Weinstein on the cheek, and
she did
all of them hanging together.
But she did her job. She did exactly what she was supposed to do.
Right, but just think about, I'm an ex-NBA player, and Kobe's not a rapist, man. And if you know how these girls come at us as, throwing everything on the table, and then when stuff get turned different, now it's rape.
Right.
He didn't rape her. I mean, no way when he go to the club he gonna act like that, because the girls is coming at him.
Right.
Well, she wouldn't testify, and
you know why she didn't testify? Because she know Kobe didn't rape her.
Right, and then the charges was dismissed. Right,
because she wouldn't get on the stand.
Right. And she refused to. So I don't know if they settled out of court. I don't, but she didn't testify.
You think?
No, it was. In fairness, I believe it was a settlement.
It went to a settlement.
It was a settlement.
Mm-hmm. You think she was gonna let Kobe walk away and just say, "Hey, thanks for the experience, and I'll see you. I'll never see you again."
Well, I bet I was in my whole life on it. She came to him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No. So once they leave each other and we going about our business,
how can I monetize?
You just was with Kobe Bryant.
How can I monetize?
Yep. Kobe's on. He's doing his thing. Now I'm gonna go back to working at the hotel. Where was she working at the hotel?
How can I monetize?
So, hey, I'm like, hey, look here. I'm gonna go ahead and get paid. And that's
try to
get paid, and the optics.
Man,
white woman blackmail.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So I mean, you're gonna get yours. So, but yeah, I just think her being a with journalism, and I don't know all the rules for that, but I just know that there's a certain way.
There are no rules.
That's right. There's no rules.
There's no rules.
They want to hit everything on the head.
Right. There are no rules.
So you guys think
everything is open. Everything is out
So
there.
you think this was all planned, basically, and she came at this situation like, hey,
I wouldn't say it was planned.
No.
Is this a good thing? You think she think this is a good thing?
This is opportunity. This is opportunistic.
Okay.
I don't know if this is planned.
Man, I just can't grab that opportunity for for my, just for me to get ridiculed for my people, man. I don't know. That's just
what my people. You keep. Why would you? No.
You already.
Money
did.
has no color.
I don't know, man. Some people got morals. We still to this day.
Well, some people.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why I said sometimes people who are my people are not my people, and I hate to go there like that, but we talking about Black Twitter, we talking about the Black agenda.
Mm-hmm. So you said it would have been okay if a white person interviewed and said it?
I'd have understood it more.
Okay.
I'd have understood it more because we just know that they're coming at us like that. But when you send my people to come after me or my people, then to me that hurts
yourself. All people ain't your people.
I know. I'm just saying. When it happens, it still hurts.
Do it hurt, or is it a situation where you work for the establishment, and that's part of your assignment?
But it's still rules.
If Kobe was living, we would have this problem because then Kobe could come back with his own feedback. But since he can't say nothing,
that's why it shouldn't have. To me, it shouldn't have been done.
But that's what I'm saying. I totally agree. If Kobe was living, they wouldn't have interviewed him, and it would still just be their own speculation, and it wouldn't be a story.
Right.
It wouldn't be a story. Now, I do want to, before we move forward, one of our guests here in the booth has sent a question that wants us to discuss this here. She asked, do we believe the Me Too movement? The Me Too movement. Do we believe in the Me Too movement? Okay. What's your thoughts on the Me Too movement?
Read the whole question. Read the whole question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come on upstairs, introduce yourself. The Me Too movement, the agenda and the motivation for the line.
For Gayle's line of questioning.
Okay, for Gayle's line of questioning. The agenda, the motivation. What's the agenda, the motivation for Gayle's line of questioning?
Popularity. Raise their popularity.
Popularity, okay.
I think that her agenda, in my opinion, is for the establishment. It can't be for our community. I just don't think that it doesn't serve a purpose. Just like 50 Cent said, Snoop said, it serves no purpose for you to take this man down. Where are you coming from with this?
And I think with this is not even if it was an isolated incident, that'd be something different.
What if Oprah would ask these questions? Because she would ask the same questions.
Same thing.
So let's talk.
Same thing.
Let's kind of.
I look at them as the same person.
Let's talk about this for a second. We got the Me Too movement issue with Russell Simmons. Oprah declined to produce that special. Mm-hmm. We got Oprah friends with Weinstein. Gayle friends with him. Mm-hmm. We got Gayle interviewing R. Kelly. Mm-hmm. Where is Bill Cosby? Where was his interview at? Who handled that?
Right. You see what I'm saying? That's a blueprint. That's a blueprint, dog. You can't even get no clearer than that. With Weinstein, why you aren't interviewing Weinstein? I mean, what's the deal with that? He doing major situations.
What has been the focus with Weinstein between those two media moguls? Shaq, Rome, Reese, somebody. What was? Come on.
Look at R. Kelly. The R. Kelly video. I mean, interview.
Epic.
That was crazy. She loved. She went hard.
Went hard.
And so now you doing interviews. Let's go ahead and do the interview with Weinstein.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's go a little
Epstein.
further.
Look at Epstein too.
Oh yeah, not even Epstein. Wait. Charlie Rose. Did she give it to Charlie Rose, her own co-worker?
No.
How much?
Or Matt Lauer.
Or Matt Lauer. How much did they get?
But you want to take down two brothers?
How much did they get? Wait a minute. Kobe was acquitted. Matt Lauer. It was just terminated. It didn't go to trial. And Charlie Rose fired.
Right.
Well, what's his name? Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite.
Has any of those them been interviewed by?
Yeah, where's the interviews for those? Come on, man. When you peel it back and you unpack it, when you unpack the situation, that's that makes
That gets crazy.
that agenda is a big word.
Bro,
Agenda.
She want her own show like Oprah.
She already has.
Right?
She got her own show like Oprah.
Yeah, she's on CBS Morning or whatever. Right?
well, no, she's a co-anchor. She's just
She want her own show.
She want the Gayle King hour. That's what she want.
Why can't she do a show on
Oprah.
Oprah's show? Yeah,
Well, Oprah getting rid of stuff, man.
Channel.
She done got rid of 3. I don't know what Oprah doing,
not doing
She has her
too
own
well.
network. Yeah.
but she done got rid of 3 different shows. I know Tyler, a couple of his shows came off, but
Tyler Perry.
yeah, he.
When you unpack it like that, man, I didn't even think about it like that.
Oh, you gotta hit it over the head like
when you
that.
unpack it like that,
You gotta hit
it's
it.
even more
It's
of
profound.
a situation than I even thought. I'm looking on the outside, looking in. Now, when you unpack it, it's like, wait a minute, what is he? These women being sent to destroy a certain demographic.
It might be hard for her to get an interview with a black man again.
Oh,
If you
man,
was wise,
man,
if you was
person.
wise, if you was wise.
No, it wouldn't be hard. I don't believe so because if you can put yourself in certain situations, then these questions wouldn't be asked. But if you do get out in front, don't worry about it. So it could be,
All right, so has she attempted to interview the white guys and they didn't sit down?
No, that could be true too.
that
could be true too.
But
That could be true.
Kelly sat down. He took a rope a dope.
he took a serious
She
note.
hammered
She
him,
took you
man.
to
But he deserved
She took
it.
him to
He
the
deserved it. He
bullshit.
deserved it, though, man.
He did deserve it.
After I seen that 3-piece, 5-piece with everything he had on, he deserved everything he
why,
did, man.
why would you say that you feel he deserved it?
Oh,
Man, forcing them girls out there against their will. Can't leave. Got to do what he want them to do.
Brainwash
Mama
them.
standing outside a building, see her daughter.
Can't even see it.
Can't even get in the building. Cops can't even go
right.
in.
He got.
Come on,
So
man.
holding people hostage and all this.
Yeah, man, you can't do that, man.
Brainwashing them women,
brainwashed.
young women.
Man, come on, man.
He was with the one girl that died in the plane.
Aaliyah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was like 14 or 13.
Yeah, I think they got married 14. So Shaq, you looking? What's happening?
I just
think he ain't do nothing for real?
I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know.
We don't-
All I'm saying is there's a lot of speculation. We don't know what actually went on. And his reaction was, because I saw a lot of that interview. His reaction was very. He was very, angry. I don't know if he was angry because he got
that's
caught,
part of the game.
or was he angry because this wasn't true. We
Man,
don't
you-
know
Did you see the
The
story? The whole short story?
Document was like 5-piece.
Well, that,
you didn't see that?
Oh, you mean that Surviving R. Kelly?
That was
I didn't watch that because I read some of it. That was skewed anyway. Too.
Well,
it was a slant
of course.
against him, so I refused to put.
But still,
He
the
put
women,
himself in that situation.
yeah, he put the. I mean, even the
I
wife.
can't deny that. I
The
can't deny
wife,
that.
when to me, she just seemed like a regular woman.
Andrea.
And he was just the way he went in, and dogged her. I mean, that was, I don't know. It was some.
It was different.
So I would say this, and Shaq, you're gonna make a hell of a defense attorney. I'm gonna tell you that much.
Right.
But I would say, true, none of us was there. But if a producer is able to get 30, 40 people to say something in the same vein, he a bad dude. That's all I can say. You got all these people talking about the mental manipulation, the physical duress.
Not allowing her.
Yeah.
He had to what did he hit him on? She had to stamp something on the ground or something.
Man,
or something.
mental cruelty.
Just to
And
get
when he go to
ass
court,
come out.
when he go to court, it's gonna be a line of girls waiting to get on the stand.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
He gonna get life, man.
Oh no, he ain't. No, that. And I don't think
He
it's.
did way worse than Bill.
Oh yeah, no, he did way worse than Bill with 10 or 15 of them.
He gonna get some time, man.
Shaq, you
Maybe, I don't know. Like I say, this is all. I haven't heard anything about physical evidence.
Well, he got away with what he did in the beginning, then he kept doing it.
Right.
He got
He
off.
had a pass or two.
He got off.
And he fighting against the state too. He fighting against the United States of America, the federal.
All I'm saying is there's a lot of talk going on. You know, you can't really convict somebody. There has to be more there than just your word.
You're saying you can't convict somebody on circumstantial. I mean, on preponderance evidence.
No, you can.
Okay.
I'm just hoping there would be more.
Yeah, right. You do realize he's black.
If,
Right?
I'm just hoping.
If 20 girls get on the stand and all against R. Kelly, I'm pretty sure he's going down.
The
Court of public opinion gonna get him. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
with a jury, it's if you got 20 people going against the jury,
They like, hey
man, he did something wrong.
And how they gonna find 20 people or whatever the jury?
12
people that never heard of R. Kelly.
And
that's gonna be hard.
Well, not only that,
his peers or whatever.
You're gonna look at the case in 2003, and he beat it, and they like, you still getting accused of this, dog?
Yeah, with the smoke.
It gotta be something.
Come on, man, you still getting accused?
Also, smoke and fire.
Right,
yeah.
Fire. I mean, because I forgot all about him, and then I'm like, that documentary come on, I'm like, you still doing this?
That joker won't quit.
I thought you had the preacher up there with you. Everything you done. Right, you gonna do the right thing.
I learned my. I learned my lesson.
Maybe you have one or two women, but you got a whole stable of women.
He got a keep doing what you're doing.
But the preacher thing, and that was just theater. So
come on,
That was just,
the theater game. That's that's kind of crazy, man. I'm gonna leave it at that though. But before I do want to talk. Let's talk a little bit about. Help me out, Shaq.
Pete Buttigieg.
Thank you. I mess that up all the time. Pete
Buttigieg.
Buttigieg.
Right. He's running for president.
Running for president. Democratic president. I mean, Democratic candidate for president. As we may have been following, the Iowa caucus, which was last Monday, typically kind of the cornerstone as to who might be the Democratic candidate, was messed up. We had issues. There were some counting issues. They didn't get nothing together for Wednesday. Bernie Sanders and
Pete Buttigieg.
Thank you. Both said we win.
What?
Both of them. No one declared a winner. So they got to do a recount. But let me talk about
Pete Buttigieg
and his plan. Thank you. Got some assistance from our in-studio guest here. She did it phonetically. I saw Buttigieg. Okay, we're good enough. All right. So let's talk about Pete, or Mayor Pete as he likes to be known. He's had some challenges rallying behind the black vote. I'm sorry, blacks having supporters rally behind him. So he proposed what he calls the Douglas Plan. Now, I personally like it if it works. From a contracting standpoint for subcontractors doing government work, typically there's what we call a 15% set aside. So if it's $1 million or $100 million job, $15 million should be set aside for minority contractors. He's looking to raise that to 25%.
Okay.
As a minority contractor, I like that. The second part of his plan that I like was offering student loan deferment and forgiveness to Pell Grant recipients. I don't know about them Pell Grants. To those who go on to start businesses that employ 3 or more individuals. Okay. So you get a Pell Grant, forgiveness if you employ 3 or more people after you start a business.
Well, I'm trying to understand as far as you raising it from 15% to 25%. That might be just lip service because a lot of times the minority set aside or whatever, the minority companies have a hard time keeping enough people to do the jobs. So you're going to tell me that you're going to raise it up to 25%, and then when it's time for the minority to get the people to put in that position to make that money, we can't find people of our ethnicity to
Carry the weight.
carry the weight.
I agree.
So to me, you're just gonna put that lip service just to get our vote. You know that we can't handle the weight.
I agree.
I mean, it'd be different if we could handle the weight, of the,
Carrying
doing the
the
job.
capacity.
Right.
Yeah, right.
A lot of times that money
It goes back.
It goes back to them,
That's
and then
exactly
they'll take instead of in all actuality, we might only get 5 or 10% of
That's exactly
the
right.
money. Next thing you know, he got our vote. So it sounds good.
So right now, our two dudes, Sanders and Buttigieg, them are two.
Well,
Democratic.
of course,
They're the front
Biden.
runners.
Yeah, them the two.
Yeah, they're the front runners. Yeah,
We don't
Where
have no
you
strong
miss
Democrats.
where you miss Biden at though?
and he's
And then you got Mike, goodness gracious. Former Bloomberg. Got Bloomberg.
oh, stop and frisk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got 4. So what does that mean for 2020?
Trump wins.
Do you think any of them strong enough to, for real though? He right. Do you think any of them strong enough to beat Trump?
Bloomberg is
Bloomberg has got
the only
money.
one. He's the only one that I see that could actually go toe to toe with this dude on record and other things.
I don't think these dudes stronger than Hillary, and she lost.
Really? Who do you think as far as Biden? You think Biden is not stronger than Hillary?
Biden's credibility has been shaken. Plus the fact that he doesn't have. Bloomberg actually has a better relationship with Obama than Biden, even though they were in office together for 8 years. So I'm not really, So I think personally, I think it would be Bloomberg. He actually worked closer with Obama on certain things than Biden did. So
Hence his advertising. He's really
and actually, yeah, that's not false. That's actually
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
So I'm not really. I think Biden is running 3rd or 4th.
Wow.
To be honest with you,
Do you
personally.
think Bernie can carry the weight? Bernie is.
No, I think Bernie won't. I don't think he. I don't think he'll make it.
What about Warren?
She's done.
Okay. I do. As it stands, we talk about Trump in 2020.
Great theater.
Oh yeah, theater, excellent.
Great.
Acrobatics is beyond, but we go back and forth and try to determine if, in fact, Bush. I said Bush.
Biden.
No. I'm actually talking about this clown, Trump. Trump. If he can actually pull this off, which is, he's got a strong base still. Who's going to?
Well, they're
support
going
him?
to come out. They're going to come out and they're going to vote for him. Question is can someone on the other side galvanize enough people to do the same thing? And I don't see it right now. I'm not convinced that there's anybody who can beat this. Now, I will say this. I think that the Senate will become Democrat, but I don't see anyone, or will have.
Well, if that's the case,
I think the Senate will have a Democratic. They will hold power in the Senate and the House.
then it's good. Then,
But
Yeah.
I don't see nobody
Yeah.
beating this dude out of. I don't see nobody pulling him out of office. I really.
So all that's going to do what?
It's going to be a standstill.
Yeah.
Basically, is what it's going to end up being. I just when I look at the Democratic, when I look at the field, I ain't impressed. I just ain't.
I'm like you. I ain't impressed.
I ain't impressed.
No.
So, yeah, and look and saying that, even though he's, when you listen to his speech and he does all this, and you go to fact check, most of the stuff that he's, talking about, he's riding Obama's coattails. Number one, and secondly, as far as job growth, his job growth is at like 2.8, 2.7. Jimmy Carter in 79 had a better job growth than he does. But yet, this is all lip service. Mm-hmm. So, I'm not really, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So,
There it is. All right, well, hey, any closing comments, fellas?
I'm just, I haven't really thought about as far as a Democratic nominee, but I just think that I was hoping that Biden would be able to come up because Trump is just too strong.
if you looking at the field right now, I'm gonna ask each one of you here. Just pick one person. Looking at the field right now, who would you pick to run against Trump?
None of them.
Yeah, he would destroy.
Well, we know he has some fear with Biden. There is some fear, hence the impeachment. So there is some fear.
Man, the man came out and said, "Man, I don't know why y'all wasting all your time. I'm not gonna get impeached."
What did he say? He said, I feel like this is he said, I don't even feel like I'm getting impeached. He said, this is impeached light.
Oh,
He
crazy.
is, man, you gotta admit, he say some funny stuff sometimes, man. I'll be like, what is he
Oh yeah, no.
Hey
He,
man, you bought tickets to the circus. Enjoy the show.
Yeah,
enjoy the show.
That's it, man.
You know,
That's
he
man.
say some funny
Bring your
stuff.
peanuts.
That's about it.
It is what it is,
He just running them up. He just doing what he wants.
That's it.
And they can't, and he clowning them.
Clowning them.
He clowning them because
Well,
they
they-
can't do nothing.
The Republicans are afraid of this dude and of what he's potentially could say, could derail them as far as their elections. That's why. All right, well, we got to roll with this cat.
You gotta roll with
And if you say something against him, he find a way to get rid of
Oh,
him.
he gonna get you gonna
Yeah.
you out of
Well,
there.
did you? There was an article I just read. What was it? What's today? Sunday. It was an article I just read Friday, where after the impeachment, there's a lieutenant colonel. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Who and he was scheduled to testify. Tuesday he was acquitted. Thursday they escorted this dude out of the White House. Him and his twin brother.
Yeah.
Because he was scheduled to testify, and they was like,
We got.
"We don't need you no more. You
Yeah.
have to go."
That was
Wow.
U.S. Ambassador Gordon Sandlin and the National Security Aide to the White House, Alexander Vindman.
So
Both were gone.
so-
We're
and that's-
gonna take you out.
That's why.
And how many people has he fired?
A lot.
Oh man, he fired 50 a week, man.
Well, if you think about it, has he even filled out his cabinet yet?
That's a good question because there's always a vacancy. I don't think he's had 100% capacity. Where's the press secretary? When is the last time he's done a press?
What was the black woman that was with him?
Oh, don't tell me about the chick out of you talking about sued him. Oh gosh.
No, the one that was on his cabinet.
Right.
Was in his,
She was
black-
on.
black lady.
She was on.
Omarosa.
Omarosa.
Oh, so there you go.
All right.
The
She's
black
been gone
woman-
for like 2
Yeah,
years.
she got shit.
No, but I'm saying even when she was with him, she was down with him 100%. When she came out of there, it was like, hey.
But she had receipts on him. She had.
Right, but I'm just saying she was down with him 100%. We thought, Omarosa was,
Oh no, we traded her in. She went. Yeah, she. we
Hey,
got-
but she came back home.
No, she ain't back home.
She ain't back home.
No, she ain't back with us yet. No, we
I
still.
thought she was back home.
No, she is still at the bus station. She ain't back home. I don't think she
Getting the tickets.
She ain't gonna be able to come out. No, I'm a racist.
So you honestly think nobody? You wouldn't run anybody.
I mean,
So-
I'm going with Biden, man.
So if that's the case, he's gonna win anyway.
I mean, it's nobody strong out there that's like that. That make me say, man, I'm gonna rally behind this. I'm telling all my people, we got to go out and canvass
say?
for this dude.
I agree with Rome. I think is that we really don't have nobody.
So it's a lost cause.
It probably is because he all these quiet and the people will say that they not Trump supporters, but they really are, and they just laying in the weeds waiting. They'll play the role like they're not Trump supporters, just like with the women's agenda. You know, and he said all those things about the women, and then the next thing you know, what was it, the white women? He said all the things about and he ended up supporting him.
So basically,
won.
what you're saying is going to be 2016 all over again. The same people who wouldn't vote for a woman with this Buttigieg would be the same people who wouldn't vote for a gay man. So it's basically going to be the same thing.
Yeah. I think it's basically going to be the same thing.
So the question was asked: is Trump the best candidate?
We answered that. I said nobody.
Well, I wouldn't say he's the best candidate, but
So he's Trump the best candidate.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's the best.
Well,
candidate.
the Republicans aren't running anybody.
I know.
Who's running? They're not running anybody.
I wouldn't say he's the best candidate, but he's going to be what's left.
Oh, it's one guy that I heard. What he had? I think he had.
So if you
a
got
million, and you come on.
He's
man.
not the most qualified candidate, but because even Biden was vice president.
he's been in office for years.
Right.
Right.
But to me, he's not the most qualified candidate, but he's going to win the popularity vote. I think. You know.
Well, Trump is doing a lot to try to get the black vote. You know, he gave the money to the HBCUs. He's doing all these different things.
Hold on. You said gave the money?
Well,
that's not correct.
Correct me.
Those funds were allocated, and he didn't fight it this time. There's a big difference.
Right.
Those funds were allocated.
Absolutely.
Okay, he didn't give. He didn't do it.
But the money, it was done under his watch, so he's going to take credit for it.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll take credit if a plant grow outside. That don't make
So,
you know.
but he's going to say, "This is he's
I gave the African Americans
right. So
Blacks.
500.
and remember, what was it? 3 years ago. What do you have?
What
to
do you have to lose? That's
So
exactly
there it
right.
is.
Right.
Wow.
So he's doing everything he can to keep perpetuating that. So we'll see. We shall see.
That's good stuff there. That's good stuff. All right, fellas. Nothing else on this subject. We got into it a little bit on these two things here. So we getting ready to sign off. D Rizzo, as always, letting the fellas go around and sign off here.
This is Parise Williams. You can find me on Akron Reese Cup on Twitter.
Jerome Lane within the lane.
Maurice Wright.
Right, and again, Upscale Media Group on Facebook, Upscale Media Group on YouTube, and upscalegroup.net is the website. Thank you.